What is up? What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, Championship Sunday has happened, and the major leagues in women's college basketball have announced a new champion. And we are going to recap everything about Sunday that you all may have missed. All right, we're going to go through some of the teams and what they did, and ultimately talk about the NCAA tournament. We got about 20 minutes, so this is going to be a quick stream. But hop on in. And as y'all are joining in, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. First, let's talk about your SEC champions for the third time straight. We have the South Carolina Gamecocks, who got the job done dominating against Texas. Now, guys, this was not really a game. it was kind of close to the first quarter, and then Texas kind of completely floundered because all the attention was put on Madison Booker, who had extended herself severely on Saturday, and she just didn't have the gas in the tank because all eyes were focused on Madison Booker. On defense, you had all five defenders for South Carolina focus on one player, and they were daring other players to do something. And unfortunately for Texas, the other players couldn't really do anything. Yes, you had Rory Harmon score 14. Yes, you had Taylor Jones score 14. But the rest of the team was pretty terrible, including Madison Booker, in terms of her efficiency. 10 points for her, 10 rebounds, 4 of 13 from the field for Madison Booker. And the thing about South Carolina that they did really well is that they did not foul Texas. They were physical, but no fouls were really called. And ultimately, if you can do that, you can keep Texas from going to the line. You have a good chance of winning. And South Carolina proved that they are indeed the best team in the SEC and the number 1 seed overall, as they have taken down Texas. All right, so that's that game in the SEC. Now we want to go really quick over to Duke, who have taken home the ACC Championship. Now, this is one of those things where, I kind of expected NC State to win this game. But similar to other games, this was a game of two halves. Duke was back and forth with NC State throughout that first half. We also see Isaiah James go down. She gets helped off the court. She comes back into the game, maybe with a little bit of pep in her step, a little bit missed in that. But in the second half, NC State got inefficient. NC State just didn't really get the job done. It was like you gotta show up and show out when the spotlight is the brightest. But ultimately, NC State just couldn't get the job done in the third and fourth quarter. They just go cold. In that third quarter, NC State missed so many mid-range jumpers in that third quarter. And we just saw Duke making shots. Duke was making shots. Duke was playing some really good defense. And ultimately, NC State just couldn't hang on. So Duke have taken home the ACC Championship. And for Kara Lawson, this is her first championship during the Kara era. And it's pretty exciting to see. It is pretty exciting to see. But I do have one name that you all need to know. Double O, Oluchi Akanwa. Y'all, put this girl's name on your radar because she is legit. Okay? Oluchi Akanwa is a player who can do a little bit of everything. She can score some threes. She can get to the paint. She can score. She can even get some mid-range. She did everything she could to get this Duke team over the hump. Shot very efficiently, 50% from the field yesterday. 22 points for Oluchi Akanwa, 6 rebounds. I'm sorry, actually that was Ashlyn Jackson who did that. But Oluchi Akanwa also had 22 points, 10 rebounds. She shot 8 of 13 from the field. She did just about everything off the bench for Duke. So Oluchi Akanwa, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Y'all gotta start talking about her a whole lot more. Ashlyn Jackson did her thing for Duke as well. And ultimately, Duke was able to get the job done, get over the hump, and take home the ACC Championship. And hey, Duke could make some noise in the NCAA championship. I'm just saying. In the NCAA tournament, like, y'all better watch out for Duke, because the Blue Devils are here and they are trying to make some noise. Eric has a very hot take. Says Duke is a dark horse to win the Natty, in my opinion. Ooh, that would be a huge leap, but anything is possible. I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows? Who knows? Ultimately. But yeah, Duke, double O, did a thing. And Kara Lawson, congratulations. She has won the championship. And also, remember, guys, this is a Duke team that has, not just Kara Lawson, but you got Kyra Elzy, who was the head coach for Kentucky, ended up getting let go. And now she's doing her thing from the sidelines for Duke. And I really do think just having that, like, additional presence, that additional head coach experience on the Duke roster, I do think that makes a huge difference. It makes a big difference, guys. It makes a big, big difference. Also, fun stat for y'all. Did you know that Alucia Kanwa, because I got to keep talking about her, because she was great. She was great yesterday. I got to keep talking about her. Alucia Kanwa became the first player in ACC history to win the tournament MVP while she was coming off the bench. Just saying. Because not only can she play some defense, but she can score some buckets. And we all know that the real MVP for Duke is their defense. We all know that. But you got to score sometime, right? You need some players to score. And that's ultimately what they were able to do. We saw Ashlyn Jackson get added to the all-tournament team. And ultimately, Duke gets the job done. Oh, question mark was at the game. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy that you were at the game and you had a fun time. Same fun. Like I gotta go to a tournament championship. I think that'd be really, really fun. All right, next up, let's talk about UCLA. Good morning, y'all. I see y'all joining in. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If y'all could, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. Okay? I really do appreciate it. Okay, next up, let's talk about UCLA, who took down USC again. This was a tale of two halves. USC was cooking. They had like a 10-plus point lead in the first half. And then all of a sudden, here comes the second half. Here comes the UCLA roster honing in on defense, specifically on Juju Watkins, giving her multiple defenders coming at her, making it tough for her, getting her to be super, super inefficient, and just showcasing that Kiki Ira-Offin, yes, she can have some good games, but against really good, tall post players, Kiki Ira-Offin can't do anything. Like, yesterday, I was like, come on, Kiki. Come on, girl. Make some stuff happen. But no. Like, she just couldn't. And it was just like, man, like, this game yesterday was all about Juju. Now, I've told y'all in the past, this USC team, when they are Juju or bust, they are at their worst. They need Juju and everybody else. They didn't have that yesterday. They didn't. They did not. Because Kiki Ira-Offin, someone who was supposed to be showing up for this team, someone who has showed up in the last couple of games, she didn't really do anything. And I'm just like, come on. Your team needs you. Your team needs you. But instead, it was the Juju Watkins show. And last year, the Juju Watkins show worked for USC. This year is not going to work. It's not. It is not going to work, this Juju or bust show. It's not. It's not. Shannon said, poor Kiki. I mean, Kiki got to get the job done. She has to get the job done. Against big post players. Right? Going against Lauren Betts. It's a hard thing. You know what I'm saying? Going against Lauren Betts, going against Janiyah Barker, that's hard. That is hard. But Kiki has to be able to do it. She has to. But ultimately she did not yesterday, and ultimately we saw UCLA get the job done. Lauren Betts, y'all, I just love watching Lauren Betts. She is on, y'all. Towards the end of the day, Lauren Betts was just swatting stuff. She was just swatting stuff. Like, get that out of here. Get that out of here. Anytime somebody was trying to go in the post, you had Lauren Betts to contend with, okay? 4 blocks for Lauren, 17 points, 5 rebounds. She did her big one in this game, and ultimately UCLA was able to get the dub. They were able to see some threes drop down for London Jones. I've said it before. I really do believe that London Jones is the X factor for this UCLA team. Yes. Number one player for UCLA is Lauren Betts. Yes, absolutely. They need to play through her as much as they possibly can. However, the X factor is London. If London can knock down some 3-point baskets, it's another level. It's another level for UCLA, okay? All right. I'm just saying. RC said she became a wild animal after her thumb got wrapped. I mean, she did, kind of. Yeah. They own the Big Ten, okay? And Lauren Betts, thumb wrap or not, is a dominant player. Like, just is what it is. And yeah, Juju scores. Extremely inefficiently, but she scores. Yeah, Juju Watkins, she does score. 9 of 28, not good. 2 of 8 from the 3-point line, not good. However, she scores. All right. 29 points for Juju Watkins. Again, if you are doing the Juju Watkins or bust thing, you're not gonna have a good time, especially against elite teams. Okay. Yes, Juju Watkins can carry you. She carried you all last year. She can carry you in some games, but there are times when you need other players to step up. And yesterday, on the offensive end, you didn't have that. Yesterday, it was Juju or bust. She played all 40 minutes, gave it all she had, and, you just, come on now. You need to do more. You need to do more. Which means running schemes for other players. Getting other players actively involved. That's how you have a chance. And Juju, she was fighting for her life. She was doing her best, the best she could. She was. But like everybody else, y'all a team. Show up. Show up for the best player in the country, who I believe Juju Watkins is. Show up for her. Don't let her have to put the whole team on her back. Okay? That's too much. That's too much to handle. Okay? All right. Next up, let's go to TCU. TCU won the Big 12 championship, and Haley Van Lith is on a redemption tour, right? She left Louisville, and people were saying, "Oh, why are you leaving? Why are you going to LSU?" Didn't have that great of a season with LSU last year. Went to the transfer portal again, and people was like, You ain't going nowhere. You not going nowhere good. She goes to TCU. Her and Sedona Prince are making stuff happen with this TCU Horned Frog team. They ended up winning the Big 12 tournament against Baylor. The final score of that game was 64, TCU 59, Baylor. This game kind of went close down to the wire, but ultimately TCU was able to get the dub. Haley Van Lith did her big one, going to the free throw line several times, knocking down 10 free throws, ultimately finishing with 20 points in this game. I just, Haley Van Lith, hey, y'all forgot about her. Y'all wrote her off, all this stuff. But Haley Van Lith was like, nah, man, I'm writing a new story with TCU. Okay? I'm writing a new story. And going to TCU was excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent for Haley. This was the perfect program for her because Mark Campbell is a great coach. He is a great players coach. He was able to put Haley in specific positions to be successful. This roster benefits Haley and what she is able to do best. And I think it's great. I think it is absolutely great. And so, yeah, let's go. Let's go, Haley. Like, you better do your big one. Happy for you. And ultimately, hey, we're going to see what y'all can make shake in the NCAA tournament. But yes, your Big 12 tournament champs is TCU. All right, guys, I do have to roll. I had a hard stop at the top of the hour. So I feel like we've kind of talked about quite a bit of stuff. I know this is not as detailed as possible because I needed to kind of quickly go through some stuff. But yeah, there is the Big East championship happening tonight. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that UConn will win that. I think that's kind of safe to say. UConn versus Creighton. And then also, guys, just so y'all know, the Summit League Championship happened yesterday. And we saw South Dakota State, surprise, surprise, gets the dub and ultimately win that tournament championship. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Yeah, man. I may or may not be back later on for some other videos. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure to keep it locked to this channel every single morning around this time. Every single morning, I am committing to doing a live stream. All right? Every single morning, hop on right here. We'll have different topics every day, and we'll rock out from there. Okay? Okay. Guys, sorry for not being able to get to all your comments, but I truly do have a hard stop. Make sure to hit that like button on y'all way out, and I will see y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.